Modern governments in developing world are confronted with economic, cultural, educational, political and social problems. One of the issues that needs to be addressed is that of access and participation of girls to communications technology. For example, in Cameroon, this culture stands as a stumbling block in the life of the people. I am Lee. I will be talking here with a lady who will tell us more as far as communications technology to her is concerned. Good afternoon. May I know your name?
I'm Relindis, a Cameroonian.
Relindis, what kind of communications technology do you use?
Well, in my community, there are various ways in which we, the youths, are used to communicate. You have the internet, the Facebook, the computer, but the one I'm access to is the cell phone.
When did you start using the cell phone? Did anybody taught you on how to use it?
Well, the time I started using this cell phone is when I was in Form 4. During when we were to write our promotion exams and my uncle happened to travel. In the course of traveling, he bought a phone for me so that he can ease communication within I and he concerning my education.
How often do you use this cell phone?
Well, since the day I set my hands on the cell phone, I've been using it on daily basis by communicating with him, friends and people all over.
Why are communications technologies important to girls in your community?
The communications technologies are important to girls in my community in that it helps in business transactions like the call box.
What do you like most as far as communications technology is concerned?
What I like most is that it eases communication both in and out of the country.
So what do you like least about communications technology?
What I like least with this issue of communication technology is the issue of lies telling by using the internet, even the handsets, and also scamming, the rate of scamming. It has increased the rate of scamming in my community. You have the case when I was going to church and a friend of mine called me and I said I'm in Yaoundé, of which I was in the village. I told him that I was in Yaoundé. So with this cell phone, most of us we use it to lie, and even with the use of the internet, most people get married through the internet, and that is what it caused some youths to go astray.
What makes it hard for girls in your community to use communications technology?
Well, what makes it hard for girls in my community to use this communication technology is the issue of illiteracy. You know, most of the girls are being sent into marital home, and when they are there now, there will be no way for them to study this computer, the internet, and even the cell phone.
So can communications technology help the girls in your community?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, it does, because most of the people in my community, they are employed through the internet. They communicate with people from abroad, telling them the types of goods they have with them, and they communicate with those people and they find a means to sell those things.
So, to you now, what can the government, your parents and your community as a whole do in order to combat this situation of communications technology in your community?
Well, what I would really like the government, my parents and the community to do in order to increase our skills on this issue of communication is that we want their support to provide us more computers, internet services. They should extend it in many places so that it can ease communication, and those who don't have more skills concerning this. They can learn from their friends.
So do you have any other things to contribute, your own opinion as far as communications technology? Do you have anything to say about this?
Yes, I'll have something to say, because with this issue of communication, it has helped me to know how to manipulate a phone and even a computer, though the access to it is limited, but I've just managed to have it. So I would like that they should provide us more, so that they should be in surplus, so that we can really increase our skills and talent using this communication technology.
Thank you very much, Lindis. It has been nice meeting you today.
Thank you.
Talking about communications and technologies, we are talking about tools like computers, the internet, the mobile phones, and even Facebook. But here in Cameroon, the case is different. What is commonly used by most of the girls is the cell phone. And following the reports we have had with some of the girls, the problem is poverty and inadequate access to most of these equipment.